controversial 90-day fiancé. Before the 90 Days fiancé couple Mike Burke and Ximena Morales were never meant to be together due to the many red flags in their relationship. Mike had been single for 34 years when he met Ximena, a 24-year-old from Colombia, and started dating her. In the 90-Day Fiancé spin-off Season 5, Mike flew to Pereira to meet Ximena for the first time after being in a long-distance relationship for over a year. But to Mike's surprise, Ximena wasn't happy to see him, thought the sex was mediocre, and even started listing down his bad habits. At times, the frown on Ximena's face suggested she wasn't even happy to breathe the same air as Mike. The 90-Day Fiancé franchise star made a big deal out of Mike farting in front of her, or blowing his nose and putting the used tissue in the back seat of a cab. Ximena was hesitant to get engaged to Mike, even if it guaranteed a good life for her and her 2 kids in the U.S. After Mike went back home, Ximena started ghosting him and asking him to pay for her new breasts. Mike refused, and Ximena also refused to stay together with him. Mike reacted in a scary way to Ximena wanting a split, which also gave fans a better perspective of this confusing 90-Day Fiancé tale. Firstly, Ximena and Mike had never fallen in love after meeting on a dating app. Mike had been a visitor of the campsite that Ximena worked on and promised to pay her well if she left the job and dated him. Ximena took up Mike's offer and also started accepting expensive gifts from him in return for her services. But even the greed for money couldn't make Ximena ignore the fact that Mike was unhygienic and wasn't looking for a girlfriend, but rather for a mother who could clean his mess. Ximena's refusal to continue the relationship made Mike ask her why she was willingly giving up the best thing she ever had. When Ximena told Mike that would have to be her kids and not him, Mike claimed if it had not been for him, she and her kids would have been begging on the streets. Mike reminded Ximena that he was the one providing her a roof over her head by refusing to leave, even when she begged and pleaded. Mike was enraged and called Ximena every insulting name in the book, which showed that he wasn't the nice guy that his 90-Day Fiancé edit had made fans believe. Perhaps, Ximena might not have left Mike if he agreed to pay for her breast implants. But then again, how long would have Mike and Ximena's transactional relationship lasted after that? Unlike the other couples on 90-Day Fiancé who got to know each other by talking on social media, it was never the case with Mike and Ximena. They never attempted to learn each other's languages, even though Mike didn't flinch when calling his partner Hija de Pita when she offended him. It seems Season 5 stars Mike and Ximena did get together by the time 90-Day Fiancé, before the 90 Days tell-all was filmed, but the Cartagena trip they took to fix their issues may have had the opposite effect. After all, Ximena has been romancing many different men on social media while claiming she's single. And Mike, who's supposedly filming a new 90-Day Fiancé show, might also have a new girlfriend who hopefully loves him for not his money, but for who he is.
Just to feel, hoping and pray, hoping and pray. just to